Indonesia get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Beckham finds himself offside. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now he's off and running. Now it's Beckham. Oh, well measured. Now it's Beckham. Applies the finish! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And it's Batistuta. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
He's in space and looking for options. And this is Batistuta. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries to play it through. And this is Mohamed Salah. And if he gets big... And it's a goal! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Beckham! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Zakaria. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. And this is Raul. And here's Batistuta. Well timed, excellent interception. Raul. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And this is Messi. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nicely weighted ball. Raul. What a throw in. And it's Conte. Son Heung-min. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Now it's Bale. And this is Son Heung-min. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It is a corner. Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a shot! And it's in! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks.
And Batistuta!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe, can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played out to the right. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Batistuta. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. Beckham. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, this looks sharp. Good ball, good take. Now it's Messi. And this is Raul. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Bale. Up towards the front line. Now it's Cho1rr. Serginho knocks it into space. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And we come to you now with a quick...
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start in the second half.
Indonesia are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Number 4.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Zakaria. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub...
Terrific header! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's an excellent interception. Could be danger here. He's got away. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention.
Hazard!
He was berating his defence before...
Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! Really well taken goal. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual.
Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Batistuta. Cho1rr. Well, they can break here. Pinches it off him. Now it's Messi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's found a way through. And it's slung out wide, and he cuts out the supply. It's ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Zakaria. Son Heung-min, over to the left. Son Heung-min. And this is Batistuta. Beckham gets into some... It's a mighty effort! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Hazard. Number 9, Raúl. Number 27, Serginho.
And it's Salah.
Coming
Now
on the
it's
field,
Messi.
Number 19, Cho1rr. Number 11, Neymar.
That is good.
Number
Super
13,
running, sharp movement. Came up
Hernandez.
against a defender, though, who was
Substitutions
ever so
taking place.
determined. That's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Beckham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Mohamed Salah.
Pretty robust defending.
No, he's not played the ball. That's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a waste.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Beckham. Zakaria. Indonesia finding their passes. Out to the right. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every...
Goes for goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Zakaria. Played out to the left flank. He's shifted. Chiesa! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Guardiola picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed... Shot, surely! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zakaria gets a foot in here. That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And here's Beckham. Nice defending, it's got the job done. That has been cut short. Picked out brilliantly. And he's in on goal. Big chance! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Simplicity itself.
Mohamed Salah really can't...
And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Lofted in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Knocks it into space. And it's been played through. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first. And the shot! Really well taken goal. 2-0, and in next to no time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That tackle was certainly sturdy. Somewhat off target. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that looks a decent ball. Inter Milan look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Gonzalez gets a foot in here. And he's worked it through. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he welcomes it in, and it's made its way to him. Cross needs to be good. Sommer claims it without any fuss. Cherki. Zielinski does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Barella. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Martinez finds himself offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Vardiol has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Now it's Enrique. He has found the way through. Now that's well seen too. Foden. Barella. Great vision. Now it's Foden.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's Foden! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Thuram. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. And he's gone backward here. Barella. Thuram. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Long ball upfield. Bernardo Silva. Natchez Nunes. And it's Bernardo Silva, and he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Haaland, they're urging him to shoot. And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, well timed. This looks promising. Fires it in low. Thuram. Now it's Martinez. And that could set him on his way. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Bernardo Silva.
There will be 1 minute added
Ended up in
time.
no man's land. Nico Gonzalez. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Thuram. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even
Hello
further.
everybody, and a
I'd
big
always
announcement
be
now.
inclined to
We would
go
like to
for
ask you all
the
to
latter,
kindly stay
go for a
seated during
third,
the match.
especially
Thank you
with
for
a
your
full half of
cooperation.
football still to play.
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Nicely weighted ball. DiMarco receives it in a wide position. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. DiMarco, shot could be on. Now there's a terrific header. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. That's the keeper's ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Foden. Nouri. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cho1rr gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Looking to play him in. And the finish! That's an extraordinary save from Cho1rr. Looking for the run. Chance, surely! He's missed, but not by that far. Corner number 2 then. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for options for movement. That looks a good ball through. Now this could be a chance. Quality ball. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So time for change.
Number 27.
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field. Number 33.
That has not gone well.
Number 82.
Serbi
Lewis.
aims beyond the defence. He's a decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, there's a probing ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Can he get on the chance? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now it's Martinez. Finds himself. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
A case now of complete control. He is through here. He's had a shot. It's in. It could be a lifeline. Two more needed. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Serbi deals with that comfortably. It's a pretty loose pass. Zielinski. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. Real chance! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Barella. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was
Could be danger here. He's found a way through. Haaland goes for a shot. That is decidedly lacking. Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Cho1rr. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And his left shoots! Oh, it's come... And Martinez! Acerbi wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well spotted. O'Reilly. Now it's Haaland.
There they go, hunting again.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And we're done. Inter Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
No, that's been intercepted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Foden. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's been slipped through. And there's the shot! It's there! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a goal kick. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick.
Inter really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Beckham has it in a wide position. Look at this chance! Camavinga. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Threads one in. Oh, that's superb. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Van Dijk. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. Ribéry picks it up out wide. Oh, he's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Roberto Carlos. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Ball played for Nesta. Batistuta is herring after that one. Some resolute defending there. Spread out to the left. Great vision. And this is Son Heung-min. And he passes it long. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Son Heung-min. And he was alert to it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Son Heung-min. He's got away. He's tried one! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, Mohamed Salah! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a lovely, neat pass. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Indonesia certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Indonesia are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 21.
That's the start of another 45 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. Spread it left. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. And he shoots! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Beckham, header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's shifting through the gears here. Played out to the left flank. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? They get a throw in. 60 minutes played. Now it's Messi.
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Cho1rr, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It could be in here. It's Salah! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Miley. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. And this is Mohamed Salah. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ribery. And it's Cho1rr. Picked out, and a chance! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Mohamed Salah! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is out of play. Rijkaard, just about within shooting range. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, shooting chance! And that is faded wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Batistuta. He's in space and looking for options. There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Produces a cross. Van Dijk. Wan-Bissaka gets across to intercept that. Pass is just off target. Aims beyond the defence. And he's picked out the run. He's through and all alone! And he's away. Inter Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Could have here their final chance. Corner number 2 then. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
And
di
it's
recupero.
Batistuta. He's looking wide. Ribery providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Chance! He's in a great position. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Aimed beyond the defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Caicedo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar picks it up out wide. Bullish header! Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Chooses to go Foden! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He'll try to keep this alive. And a chance! Just off target. Neymar. Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's delivered all right. There is the breakthrough. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Chance, surely! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its...
Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
There's a sharp little ball here. Knocks it into space.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice interception, well timed. Threads one in. Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. Modric. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Højlund.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Some really good ball movement.
Højlund really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No, again there's no way through. And here's Højlund. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Indonesia are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Højlund is onto this.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Caicedo. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Cho1rr breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that has put paid to that. Tries to play it through. Now it's Højlund. Well, nicely intercepted. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And that's been... And the shot! He's got a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to...
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Indonesia have themselves a chance from the spot. Cho1rr, in the context of the game, he must save it. You like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he shoots! He scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Inter Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Chance for a shot!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Indonesia got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. He's found a way through. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. steps in, and that's the end of that. Alaba gets over and intercepts. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. He's having a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Højlund. Neymar. Now who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly. He's got tall. Camavinga. Foden. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rafael Leao. Eder Militao. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
Brilliantly
minuti di
cut
recupero.
out. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's gone for goal! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Neymar. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's picked his way through. Tries from a long way out. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Ah, this is a side which is purring. Picture perfect to win. They will... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Ribery! Now, who's going to be first to this? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. And he's in on goal. Chance! Sensational from Rashford! A finish of true class! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Chooses to go back. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ribery picks it up out wide, and that's aimed into the middle. Oh, terrible pass. Modric. It's a pretty loose pass. Scalvini. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's looking wide. Played back in. That's a shade optimistic. Can he get it through? Oh, that is a good ball to... Oh, he's been caught on it! He's had a shot! And he's there to get it away. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to pass it through. And he was quick to react. Modric. Oh, Red, nice interception. Decent progress down the left. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great chance! It's... Oh, what has happened here? Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Some resolute defending there.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. Indonesia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something...
There's the shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's been played through. Rashford! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Indonesia certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Indonesia are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Scalvini. That is good strength. And this is Lewandowski. Mbappe. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Nicely shaped cross. No way through, so back it comes. That's a good ball out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Indonesia are 2 up early in the second half. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's in! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Foden, distributed tidily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on. Oh, what a mistake! Decent chance! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
He's got Toll. Oh, crossbar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Mbappe shoots! Modric. Out to the left it goes. And this is Lewandowski. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il numero 21. Attenzione, un cambio.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. And he shoots! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
And very quickly, the substitute. Big chance! Really well taken goal. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Gol! Ha segnato all'87esimo minuto.
Indonesia could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
What a throw in.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Modric having a look. An opportunity then to pull clear here. In with the challenge. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, no joy this time. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Just the keeper to Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. That is ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Such good technique.
Foden. Foden plays a big header. Goal! Inter! There is the breakthrough. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Messi. Eder Militao does well to get it back. Well, they can break here. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Hangs. He's got tall. Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Taken back almost at once. Looking for options for movement. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Looking for the run. Tries to pass it through. He won't be happy with that one. Well, played right into his path. He's got away. Big chance! One-on-one! That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Now it's Neymar. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Short changes him with that pass. Knocks it into space. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a good position here, and he shoots! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Mbappe Stood his ground strongly. That has been slung wide. Neymar goes pulsing down that left-hand side. It's a really well-measured ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Guardiol. Nicely weighted ball. Takes aim and can he finish? Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Backward it goes. And the shot's on here. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That has not gone well. Inter Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all...
He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Chance! Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He has found the way through. He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson.
He rises! He's scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh no, this does not look good. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be
real chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Numero 22.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Numero 10.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gets a good foot in there. Modric opts to play it back. And he's played it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's managed to get free. He's one-on-one, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out of play for a throw. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Camavinga! Well, that looks a decent ball. Always onto this. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pass somewhat off target. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. A header! Alexander-Arnold, tidy with his distribution.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Camavinga. And the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Guardiola, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with...
And Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Showing good feet. That is good strength. He's in a great position here. Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Good ball, good take. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Modric.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Caicedo. Modric. Driving forward. And now the breakaway. Foden. Approaching the half-hour mark. Nicely spread. Played back in. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played. Foden. And they win it back again. Well, that looks a decent ball. Brilliantly cut out. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. He rises! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be a
real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's just beyond his reach. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Højlund threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Can he finish? mistake! And the comeback is complete! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Indonesia take the lead. Chance, surely! And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il numero 22, Neymar.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Akanji makes the interception. And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. Oh, what a... Oh, it's come off the upright. He's scored! And this is getting better and better. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up.
Hoyland! Hoyland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's been played through. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Oh, he's been caught napping! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Foden, Camavinga, and he's picked out the run. Just eases him off the ball. Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way past. Plays it across. And a chance! Outstanding save to keep that out. Oh, smashing header! Vinicius Junior, he's tried one! Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? And Messi! It's loose now. Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's kept it out, just.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Camavinga! So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Akanji picks it up from the goal kick. Foden, not the most accurate pass. Cho1rr.
This is the time you need that pace.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Hoyland. Foden. Camavinga, and he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was... He's going for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's a good ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Quick look, then plays it in. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, no joy this time. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Eder Militao. Oh, he's bustling through here. Modric. Now, can they get him away? It's a really well-measured ball. Gets into some space. Lofted in. It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's become a case of men against boys. That has been cut short. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in on goal! Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort.